very early figurine of a goddess in terracotta, made, I suppose, originally in Rhodes. Was it found here in Malta?
I managed to buy it from a local antique shop.
Oh, so it's bought locally.
Bought locally.
I suppose in date, it ought to be, and I think it is, about the 5th century BC. What is that? That's 2,400 years old. Is that about right? Am my maths correct? It's a long, long time ago, isn't it? It's in a lovely soft terracotta body, an orangey clay, with very typical vent holes, the holes for the gases to come out during the firing. Otherwise, a hollow figurine would explode unless it has vent holes for the gases to come out. And it represents the mother goddess. And I suppose it's so wonderfully calm and serene, isn't it, as it sits there. Unfortunately damaged. Sometimes these things are found perfect, and of course can be quite a lot of money. What did you pay for it?
Well, I paid £10. Maltese.
10 Maltese pounds, about
20 years
English
ago.
pounds.
And that was about 20 years ago.
£10 seems ridiculously cheap for something this age,
That's right.
even though a bit damaged. In English terms, I suppose one's looking at something worth 140, 150 pounds, even with the damage, because it looks so serenely beautiful.
Still a beautiful piece, I think.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we call a batra, which is a cow. In fact, it looks like a horse to me.
It does rather, doesn't it?
But batra is cow. This was passed on to me by my mother, and to my mother by my grandfather, and my grandfather got it from his mother, and we don't know anything further than that. It was used to heat up the stew, or keep the stew warm, and it was brought to on the table where the food was presented.
What is unusual, I think, about this one, I mean, it's a very old shape, what we've got here. It's almost a prehistoric shape.
Yes.
People have been making clay vessels like this for a very, very long time. But the unusual thing about this one is that it's actually glazed, which we don't often find on these particular pots. And I think the reason for that is that this was not actually what they cooked it in. This is what they brought it to the table in. It was a presentation
correct.
object.
Yes, it was a presentation. That's why it's that much more handsome than most, I think.
Can I take the lid off?
Certainly.
He's wonderful inside. And I think that colour that we've got in there, it just looks for all the world like a flower pot, doesn't it?
Yes.
And that's exactly what it is, of course. It's flower pot clay. It was the commonly occurring material. Very porous, very good at keeping things cold as well as keeping things hot.
Correct.
And the glaze has trickled down on the inside there, giving that nice contrast. Now, you would have got your rabbit stew in there. You would have got a whole rabbit in there, several whole rabbits.
I would say, yes, at least 2 or 3 rabbits if it was a large family, or any other kind of stew. But rabbit stew is a very popular national dish. Correct, yes.
It's quite difficult to date this fellow because they have been around for such a long time. But
They
all we
have.
can do really is look at the costume that we've got here. Funnily enough, in Japanese ceramics, you get a marvellous model of a drunk Dutchman sitting astride a barrel.
I see.
And this is very much like the drunk Dutchman sitting astride a barrel. He's got his tricorn hat on there. He's got his hand up holding onto the hat, almost as though it's going to fall off, or he's going to fall off, one or the other. Sadly, he lost his arm.
Yes.
But I would think that this chap, around about 1740, 1750,
Could
something
be,
like that.
easily, yes.
It's also hard for us to value something like this because it's not an object that would come up
No.
commonly in an English sale room, so it's difficult to judge. But I would think that if it did appear on the market, somebody would be so tickled by it that they would be quite happy to pay £3,000 to £4,000 for it, English money, because it is a superb object.